Hello YouTube world, Mac Daddy 1911A1 with the Tree Survivalist. So folks, why didn't Mac Daddy just return that damn holster and find someone else? I like the idea of it. Unfortunately, they didn't want to execute it any better. I mean, I think if I'd have had any other 1911 without the real deal Picatinny rail, that it would have worked just fine. But there's more to it than just that, folks. I mean, yeah, I was ticked. I was disappointed. But the whole idea of the Tree Survivalists, the whole idea of this channel is the idea of being self-sufficient. Being able to fend for myself, ourselves, to help other people, to overcome problems, to find solutions, to have a plan. Okay? The way I fixed it, repaired it, whatever you want to say, the idea came to me as I was driving down the highway. The actual execution did not come out really as nicely as the thought process. The overall idea was the same. But like I said, it didn't come out nearly as nice looking as I wanted it to, but it worked very, very well, I have to say. I actually got it on my leg right now. I'm going to show you guys because I painted it yesterday. I wanted the original colors, the black and the olive drab, because it looked really, really good to me. But when I had to put the metal on there in order to, you know, piece it together, there went that idea. And I'll throw in some short clips of painting it and so forth, give you guys an idea of how I did it. But the whole idea, if you're going to be a self-sufficient person, to not depend on others more than you absolutely have to. I mean, we all need help, no doubt about it. We all need advice. We all need guidance from others to, you know, especially when it comes to, you know, any kind of scenario in which we have no experience. But the biggest thing that I'm trying to pass on, not only to you guys out there on YouTube land, but to Uncle Fester and to Statue and to Lurch and all the other folks that watch and all my friends and family, is this: this is your most powerful tool, your brain. All right, you got to think. Don't be afraid. Okay, I could have boogered it up, the cowling. I could have destroyed the cowling and just had to go with the bottom part. But you know what? I probably would not have done that. I probably would have manufactured the entire cowling from scratch out of something else. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind about it. I just be damned if I'm gonna be held down because of other people's whatever. Now I waited. It took them 10 weeks to manufacture it. They said they were going to test it. I had assumed that they would have either it's not a blue gun, but they have a solid aluminum billet for this kind of work when they're making holsters and stuff. There's an exact replica of the gun with an exact replica of the light in question. Then test it, okay? Because that's what they said. They're going to take 3 days to test it, and then they would ship it. Well, 11 weeks, I got the darn holster. Fit perfectly for just the gun, as we saw, but then it wouldn't work with the holster. And I talked to them, and they pretty much said, screw you. We'll give you your money back. Buddy, I need a freaking holster. You know, that's what I needed. So after some trial and error, because I mean, I think I put it in the other video that it was the third try that you finally got it. And, you know, I wasted a little bit of material, but it's flashing like you put on your, you know, where the roof meets the side of a wall or whatever the case may be on your home. That's, you know, to waterproof that corner. And that's all that material is. It's 50-foot roll. I don't know what it costs. Kimmo, she's had it forever. It's never been touched. It's never been used. And I put it to damn work. I put it to some use. If it fails, I'll go get steel the next time, galvanized steel or something of that nature. This here is aluminum. And like I said, I doubled up the seams and drilled through it with the drill press. What I wanted to do is to shape it to the contour of the original cowling, but that wasn't going to really work, so I just didn't worry about it after that. It was, and you know, maybe in the future I may go back at it and go again, but for now it'll be all right. But the whole point of, like I said, what I'm doing is to say, go boldly forth, folks. Uncle Fester, Lurch, Statue, all my friends and all my viewers, boldly go forth and try to conquer these things. You must experience new things. You must acquire skills to use all these different tools and so forth. The tools I used yesterday was my drill press. A standard drill motor with a drill bit would have been just as good, and a vise and the Allen wrench to turn the screws in and out, and that was it. That's all it took. And the metal shears. You can buy these babies any damn where. I mean, there's nothing to it. But the point is, folks, to accept it as a challenge, and an intellectual exercise, and a mental preparation for challenges you're going to deal with in the future. When I had that raggedy ass Freightliner, that thing broke down or something tore up on it every week. And if it skipped a week and nothing serious broke, the next week it's going to be twice as bad. Now, a lot of it was way beyond my capability as far as my tools and so forth, such as the flywheel, the clutch, the time that the entire where you screw the big freaking oil filter onto the side of that whole gallery right there busted, and it blew out 6 gallons of oil like that. I mean, it was ridiculous. You know, things like that beyond my capability to fix on the spot, but busted this or broken that, or, you know, stopped up filters, or a broken airline or something of that nature. I carried the pieces and parts and the tools with me to fix most minor issues, electrical problems, lights, brake chambers, and so forth. I did my own brake job out here. I do believe I put up a video what Mac Daddy's been up to lately, way back in the day. You know, I did my own. I rotated all the tires. I did all that without the benefit of a big impact wrench. Okay, I did all that with a big pull handle and a piece of pipe and an extension bar and a freaking ladder, and I was able to break all of them loose and tighten them all right back. It took forever. But at the time I didn't have a big enough air compressor to pull a 1-inch impact, and really even when I got the big one from Harbor Freight, it was a piece of crap. I could have spent another $100 and got an Ingersoll Rand that would have pulled a big gun, and then went later and got the big gun, but I never did. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, I keep saying this. Use this. Use your brain. No matter where you're at, no matter what your job is, be bold. Venture out into territory that you have never, you know. This, let me take this damn thing off. I used to build these ultra dirt cheap holsters out of cardboard, and some of my very first videos was ultra cheap holsters. I made them out of cardboard, wax cardboard, duct tape, or Gorilla tape, and bam, you're in business. So it's not much of a stretch to go from cardboard and tape to sheet metal, screws or rivets or something of that nature. Yeah, I painted it yesterday. But that's what I'm saying. You go from one thing, it's steps. But the more skills you have, the more problems you solve. Even though you're throwing wrenches and cursing the damn thing, as long as you don't break the project. I'll put in some video here in a minute, but this weekend I changed the rear tires on my old SS14 Sears tractor, which is a 1970 model. So that baby is 47 years old. You hit the key, if it's got gas, it's got spark, and the exhaust is clear, it will fire up and it will run. It fires up just about every single time without any issue. But I changed the rear tires on it. I put big tractor low tires on it because I've got to run a power cable to this, and why would I want to shove all that damn dirt out there? I can take my turning plow, shorten that damn top link up as short as it'll go, and I can freaking turn some dirt out here. I promise you, I can cut it down. And plus, we got Kimmo a new shop, okay, she shop, and I'll give you guys a tour of it later when she's ready to do that. But she is girlying the hell out of that damn thing. I never seen so much damn pink in all my freaking life. But anywho, the idea behind that old 47-year-old tractor and those tires, it took me hours to break the old tires, because them old tires been on there 100 freaking years. Took me hours to get them broke free, but when I got them free, I cleaned the inside the rim up, I repainted the damn things, I let them sit out in the sun and bake in that heat, and kept turning them, and then I put the brand new tires on there. I put the weights back on it, but this time I put the weights inside the wheels. So I've got a tool right there that will get out here and do that freaking deal. And I can till the ground for a garden. All I need now is a freaking push plow. I don't even need that. I mean, I can do it by hand, but a push plow would be awesome. So that may be something you guys see here in the future. I'm not sure. Over-the-road truck driver, when I get home on the weekends, I'm rush, trying to do this, that, and the other. And I've already talked for 11 minutes. But anywho, I will take the camera out there. I'll get a shot of those new tires and show you guys. Be bold. Do not be afraid, okay? Experience new experiences. Fight new problems. Overcome them, you know. Improvise, overcome, and adapt. Or maybe it's improvise, adapt, and then overcome. Whatever, however you want to look at it, that's the whole point of what I'm trying to do here. You know, show and tell. Okay, I got this new gun, ain't it cool? Okay, well, I've got a 1911 and you got a Glock, or, well, I've got an M14, M1A, and you've got a whatever. Maybe to a degree, yeah, that's part of it, the little big man ego, you know, the big chip on the shoulder. But the other thing is simply say, use your brain. All right, I show you, okay, I've done this, I've overcome that, and I've tried to do it in detail so you can see how I did these things. And there's other people out there who may have better ideas, and it's like, well, crap, why didn't I think of that? That's the idea. That's the point. Okay, I'm showing you how I'm doing it. This is not the only way to do it. Maybe this person here has a better idea. It gives you a base of knowledge, okay, like an Encyclopedia Britannica in the old day, a database for you new generation of ideas, concepts, and ways of doing different things, so that you, if you put it to use, can also overcome all these kinds of challenges. And that's the entire reason I started YouTube. It was to originally just share what I'm doing and how I'm doing it with Uncle Fester and Statue and Lurch and so forth. And of course, Scout, let's not forget Scout. I ain't seen him in a couple weeks. Scout, I ain't leaving you out there, brother. And to his little ones. Hey guys, hello YouTube world here. Yeah, that's what they call me. But anywho, it's to give you a database. It is to say, be bold, go forth, attack this problem, overcome this problem. Learn from your experiences. Failure, a lot of times, as I've stated in several of my videos, can teach you more than success. Okay, failures can make your brain, it can expand your brain. It can make you think of new ways, new ideas. Okay, I tried this, it failed. We tried this, it failed. We tried this, it failed. Boom, I tried this last thing and it succeeded. That's the point. Okay, folks, you don't have to have a big fancy workshop, and mine is no way, shape, or fancy at all, but basic tools: screwdrivers, pliers, hammer, maybe a pipe wrench, definitely an adjustable wrench, a socket set. You know, pretty much those are the tools you need. Oh, and a pair of good heavy-duty wire cutters. And you can do all kinds of things. You can do all kinds of things. So I'm going to take you out there and show you that tractor, just as a point to show you, okay, some of the things that you can do for yourself if you take the time and are willing to try it. And when it's not working, stop. Take a break. Smoke a cigarette. Get a drink. Whatever the hell whatever it is that you do to relax a little bit, and not necessarily concentrate on the problem. Relaxing, stepping away from it, a lot of times it'll just pop right in your head an idea, something you've seen, something you've heard, or just something you want to try, and you'll go right back to the problem and it'll solve itself. So I'm going to take you out there and we'll go from there. Okay, temporarily I just put the old tires for the tractor under the shop. And this one here, it wasn't too bad, but this one here, as you can see, it was rusted to the freaking rim pretty much. It was in pretty bad shape. This one took a long time. This is the ones that kept going flat, so it definitely had to be replaced. And I'd try to seal it up back when we were broke as hell with some stuff. But anyway, it was grown to the freaking rim. I mean, that sucker might as well have been part of the steel rim. It was such bad shape. Now let's go out and check out the tractor. Okay, I'm on the way out to the shop to show you guys the old SS14, but I thought, you know what, let's show them this. The handles for this old wheelbarrow rotted out completely. They wasn't worth a spit. So I just improvised some out of some wood I had laying around. I didn't have wood that was long enough to actually make the full length handle. So what I did is I did it like that. And they were the damn handles were so rotten, and you can see from in here, I still need to go back and put better bolts in there, but it works. Okay, the handles were rotted beyond this point here. So I just cut them off, bolted them to the 2x4s that were too short, combined the two, bam, your freaking wheelbarrow's been working. I think it was 2 years ago. I was still broke as hell, I promise you. So, you know, it was a pain in the damn neck, but it cost me nothing. All those bolts and stuff I already had. Those bolts up there, because I had to bore all the way through there to put those clamps in. I didn't have any damn lag bolts, and I wanted to reuse the same bolts that came with it. And it's a temporary fix. And you can see it's rotting all the hell anyway. And I'll eventually end up having to replace it, but, you know, improvise, overcome, and adapt, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a 47-year-old Sears and Roebuck before they ever came out with the Craftsman name. That's the Sears and Roebuck SS14, 14 horsepower lawn tractor. Okay, and those tires I showed you that were on the shop, that's what they were on it. And those are the new lug trad. And they're tubeless, so they're not too hard to deal with. And we've got wheel weights on the inside. Let's see if I can get over here and zoom in on this right rear wheel, and you can see the wheel weight inside that. That's from an old Cub Cadet that a buddy of old Dakota had. And, you know, I don't even remember how much they are. They're like 25 or 50 pounds. They're pretty freaking heavy. And that little piece right in the center of the screen right here is the top link. And that's what will push down on the plow or pick the plow up, however, and then you got your two lower arms. And this little trailer here, it was rotted all to hell. I'm fixing to have to replace the deck on it, but the wheel on the other side, the rim was completely rotten. And so I got two parts tractors over here. Now the one on the right is also an SS14. It's just for parts. The one on the left, I think, was like a SS12 or 10 or something. Well, it was an 8 actually. It had a little 8 horsepower to cups on it. And I took the front wheels off of it. That's the right front wheel. Okay? Because the freaking stinking wheels they had on here were like a wheelbarrow, and they're not worth a flip for hauling heavy loads with. And, you know, damn load of dirt, and you see the damn deck is about to rot out. That's all right. I'm going to replace it. I'm going to replace it. That is the left front wheel off that same one with a brand new tire and tube in it. I've just had too much crap going on, but I'm about to take that because it's 2-ply rating and replace the stinking wheelbarrow wheel, because we have thorns that'll cut right through that. And then of course I'll keep the rim and the old tire as spares, but you know, you got to overcome. You got to be able to adapt. And when something is, because I kept having flat tires and I'd put a new tube in it, it wasn't worth a flip. I'm like, screw it, I'll put an actual one of these front wheels off of that damn lawnmower over there on it, and bam, that problem will be solved. because I had to worry about the axle size. So it's like I said, you just, you know, it's not like it was a monumental problem, nor were those, but it was a pain in the damn ass. The thing is, use your freaking noodle. Improvise, overcome, and adapt, and you will make it. You will make it. All right, I'll beat this dead horse. I've beat it long enough. So we're going to get off of here. But, folks, this is Mac Daddy. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care and have a good day.